All right. Hey, welcome everybody. How you guys doing? Good to see you guys. Who is excited about the future? All right. Good to see you guys. Put down the chat where you guys coming from and what's your big why, okay? It's important to know that's your biggest reason why you're here. Your family, yourself. Imagine you have absolute freedom, making 20, 30,000 a month. Travel around the world, do whatever you want to do. What did you want to do for you and your family? Okay. All right. Josie, what's your name? iPhone. Good to see you. Good to see you. What is your name? Okay. Brienne, Tracy, Ohio, welcome. Meredith, welcome. Yes. Put down the chat. What's your biggest why? What's your dream? Imagine anything is possible for you. What do you want to do with your life, with your loved one? Okay. That's why we're here. We're here to help you accomplish your dreams, your goal. Sounds good? All right, Anissa from Texas. All right, travel. Where you gonna travel to? Have your time back. Yes, absolutely. Buy your time back, right? Life is short. Life is short, man. Telling you. Let's make it happen. Make millions. All right. That's right. Demetrius. Absolutely. All right. Welcome. Yes, please turn on your camera. I'd love to see you and help you. So yes, I see you, Diane. I see you there, Jay. Thank you for turning your camera. Everybody else, please turn on your camera. We do business with people we like and trust, right? So it's really hard to like and trust somebody you don't see them, right? So make it happen. Okay, I'm super excited to show you how to have absolute financial freedom. Okay, travel around the world. Me and my wife. I'm no different than anybody. From a very humble beginning. Actually, I started out as immigrant with absolutely nothing. Literally, not even didn't even know English. If you know English, you're in a better place than I was. Okay, so if I can do it, anybody can do it. Okay, not just me, but we have helped hundreds and hundreds of people just like you to get financial freedom as well. So let's make it happen. Okay. All right, Lanisa, freedom and time and travel and family. Awesome. Thank you, Tracy. Appreciate it. Yes. So I'll do everything in my power to make it worth your while today. Okay, we're gonna get started right now. I definitely will respectful your time as well as mine. So I'm gonna dive straight into it. Okay. Sounds good? Good. But I do care about your dreams, your goals. So when you think about it, be specific about your dreams, your goal. If anything is possible, what will you do with your life, with your family? You know, how I went from a trapped corporate slave pretty much to have absolute financial freedom. Bye bye, my lovely wife. Just say I was gonna get her hair done, and then we're gonna go shopping at the or tomorrow. So, but anyway, that's what it's all about. We can live here just at home, chilling here. That's the best part about this business. We can go wherever we want to go. This is us in Santorini this last year, and it was like a last minute trip. We were in Cancun. There was like a category Hurricane 5, and then we was like, oh, let's get out of here. Where we want to go? Look at over the world. And like, I'd love to want to go to Santorini. Okay, let's fly to Santorini. Okay, and then we like Paris had the Olympics there. So what's up, D? Good to see you. Paris had the Olympics there, so we were like, yeah, let's stop by there for the Olympics as Paris. But that's what we did. We went on like a 2 month hiatus all over, and then and then this year we went to book a one-way ticket to Costa Rica, and we love it so much. So the way we travel now, we book a one-way ticket to a country. How long we like it, that's how long we're gonna stay, right? We love it so much. Love Costa Rica so much. Stay for 3 months, and at the end of the trip, we heard about Tulum from a friend that went to visit us in Costa Rica. He's a multi-millionaire. He loved Tulum. And he's like, let's go visit Tulum for 2 weeks. You see? That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of freedom that I'm talking about. Do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it, with whomever you want to do it with, you know. And we're about to go to Bora Bora here coming up in January because it's freezing cold in America. We're like, let's get out here. Even though I live on a beach in Santa Monica, it's not bad. I feel bad for people from the East Coast or the Northwest. It's really freezing. But anyway, want to escape the winter. That's where we usually go, Bora Bora is going to be amazing. But anyway, so how I went from immigrant, absolutely nothing, to a corporate slave, become even a doctor, we're grinding it out, to living this amazing lifestyle, have absolute freedom without even the need to own any properties. You don't have to manage any employees, or if you don't have any real estate experience as well. Okay. So who in here want this lifestyle, right? Who in here is ready? Is enough at your work, right? Enough is enough, right? The corporate is just a grind, and it's literally a modern slavery. You feel me? Even government job is not stable anymore. I have a lot of people, my personal friends, who literally get laid off from the government job. I'm like, what? The military don't even pay anymore. They don't even know when the next paycheck gonna come in. You're like, you gotta be kidding me. So that's why there's no job security at all. The only security that we have is your ability to perform. And if you can get multiple source of income backed up by real estate, the most secure income is real estate. You can get that and get the every single month passive income backed up by 10, 20 houses, then you're good. You don't have to worry about anything for the rest of your life. You see? So that is the key, that is the key for you to understand is real estate is the way that how rich people hold their wealth, how people have generational wealth. You get it? So I'll do everything in my power to make it worth your time tonight. Okay. Pat yourself on the back for being here today. I respect everyone that being here. Stay to the end, and I'll give you the blueprint on how to do this as well. Okay. So the longer you're gonna stay, the better it's gonna get. I promise you that, because I reward action taker. I reward people who take action on themselves and ready to learn and be coachable and serious about their dream and their future. I have so much respect for you guys right now, because I remember when I was the grind, I had to do this on the side all the time, and escape my boss to do it, and all my lunch break and started doing this, or even at home or just driving home, right? I maximize every minute. I invested over $1 million into my mindset and my strategy, literally $1 million. Okay. Over the past 20 years of entrepreneurship and real estate, and I have leveraged and learned for the best of the best. I will pass that as much as I can over to you, right? I discovered the one vehicle that has helped me get absolute financial freedom. I'm talking about not just time, but not just money, but time freedom, right? The relationship freedom. You don't have to talk to any client you don't want to, right? And location freedom. You can literally travel around the world, go wherever you want to go, live wherever you want to go. Y'all want to do that, right? So whoever you are listening to at your job, who your mentor is, whoever, just watch. Hey, are they living the lifestyle you want? Do they have the fruit on the tree? If they don't, you might want to listen to a different mentor, and that's why you are here, right? And that's why I'm here, to help you do that. Okay. So I'm very proud of you guys for being here. I know it's not easy. So can y'all commit just to pay attention? That's all I ask for in exchange for my time, is just your undivided attention for the next 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half, actually. Okay. Sounds good. I promise you it will change everything for you. Everything, if you really pay attention. So I learned from the right people, and I refuse to give up, right? Whether it's playing poker with Grant Cardone on his yacht, watching the sunset, or jumping in the cold plunge with Tony Robbins at his home, or play chess with Sir Richard Branson on his own island, the guy worth $5 billion. It's ridiculous. What you say to these billionaires, right? They have shouted me out to their community all the time, because we have done a lot of good for their community. So whoever your mentor is, also ask them, hey, are they being mentored by billionaires? Are they able to get around billionaires in their circle? Are the billionaires actually shout them out? That's a big thing. People ask all the time, you don't know what's real, what's not on online. But hey, if you have billionaires who are the smartest, that's been around for literally 30, 40 years, decades, right? They can sniff out somebody who's not legit from a mile away, right? So if you can be around them and they can actually shout you out to their community, that says a lot about what we do, right? Because we are the oldest and the most reputable company for this business for the corporate housing, insurance housing, coaching business. We help so many people accomplish this dream lifestyle. Why not you? And why not now? Right? Put down a chat. Why not you? Why not now? Say, I am premium. I am VIP. You know, for me personally, I'm a child. I believe we are a child of God. So we are all already have everything the Heavenly Father give us. We just gotta believe in ourselves. Okay. It really is. You really just gotta believe. And there are some things that you need to learn, but the most important thing, you gotta get rid of all the limiting belief. 80%, 90% of your success is mindset, right? And I'm here to break some limiting belief for you. So we're gonna bring up some people too that we have helped, show you a ton of testimonials as well. So for example, these two young ladies met within my community, I think in their 20s, literally like, they work 50 hours a week, literally making just at their job, like, paycheck to paycheck. Within a couple months, they partner up together. They have two deals, making as much as what they're making at their job. 2 months. Is that incredible or what? And the best part is how much time they actually have to work on this to do this? Literally a few hours a week, right? That's it, a few hours a week. Or you want to have insurance, who in here want to have insurance clients that pay you 3 months up front? 4 months up front at double the market rent, right? That's what I'm talking about. Like Sunny here. Or who in here are moms, mother, dad, right? These two, Ann and Amanda, they both are mom with a lot of kids running around and they're working full time. They're burnt out. They're like, I don't know how we're gonna do this, Dr. Chow. They took the step of faith. Well, literally within months, they replaced their income. Not only that, they doubled their income, and that's why they really quit their job and travel around the world. They both make way six-figure income, like $200,000-$300,000 a year, while working a few hours a week. Okay, that is the true freedom lifestyle right there. Okay, so my goal is to show you stuff that nobody else is teaching out there. Everybody and their grandma is doing Airbnb very much. So there's a lot of Airbnb coaches out there. This is not just Airbnb, guys. This is corporate housing. This is insurance housing. That's the biggest thing. Okay. This is not vacation rental. You know, nobody else is really teaching this out there at all. A lot of people are copycats with me, but I'm the original. We are the original. We are the OG. We've been doing this for over 10 years, have built communities, hundreds of members. And that's why we've been shouted out by a lot of billionaires to help you accomplish your dream. So my quick story is an immigrant from Vietnam, come to America with absolutely nothing, no English, even. I didn't even know a word, like pretty much. We stay in the ghetto in America, live on one bedroom, one tiny, bedroom, pretty much all four of us, and sleep on one mattress. But I determined to achieve the American dream, right? Who in here know, the American dream, right? So what monkey see, monkey do. They told me, hey, go to school, get a good grade, become a doctor, lawyer, and all of that. And it's all good, I'm all about education. And that's exactly what I did. We literally sacrificed everything to become a doctor in pharmacy, got my doctorate and got my MBA as well. And I thought I made it. I was like, yes, I'm gonna, take care of everybody in my family now. You know, Little did I know, actually within my first year, I won the Pharmacy of the Year award for a Fortune 1 company, the biggest company on earth. And I thought I made it. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take care of mom, dad, and all of that, right? Don't worry about a thing. What happened? They sat me down, they gave me a 2% raise, and they cut my staff by 30% because they know that I can handle it. I'm like, what kind of freedom is this? There's no freedom there. Okay. So I was like, and I look at my mentor who's been there for 20 years, and I saw that he's got less health, he got more issues and more stress and the same amount of pay, pretty much, barely keeping up with inflation, right? I was like, this is not the way to live. So there's gotta be, something gotta change, right? Who in here know that enough is enough, okay? And I know then I had a golden handcuff. I was trapped. It's like modern slavery almost, I can't even take lunch a lot of time. They tell me how jump and I ask how high, very much, right? And if you want to take a vacation, you got to put in 3 months, 6 month permission, and a lot of times you don't even get it, right? And then it's like, what's the point? And super stressed out all the time. I could lose my job at any point. I could lose my license any time, like make one mistake and you can lose your license or your job. I'm like, I mean, come on. especially when all that was depending on me. I had one source of income. That's the key. That's the biggest thing I learned, that, when I trade my time for money, trade my life for money, and one source of income, is a very, very dangerous place to be. So if you guys are in that place, I want to really stress some urgency for you, okay? That you really got to do this as fast as you can, because there's no job security anymore. AI is replacing every job out there. And even with government and military, it's not even safe anymore. Okay. A lot of people are losing their job, even with government right now, right? Big time. So definitely get this done as fast as you can. You guys got me? So that way you can take care of your family, because life is short. My mama was diagnosed with cancer when she was 48. God bless her. I took care of her because of this business. I'm able to retire them, took them traveling and all of that. So I try all kind of businesses you can imagine. I tried drop shipping. Well, how many I tried drop shipping? Okay. Multi-level marketing. You try that too. Day trading. Okay. Franchise restaurant, multi-family, being a realtor. It's literally everything. Okay. Now, all these businesses does work. I'm not saying they don't. They do work. It's just that you're still trading a lot of your time for the money, right? And when you're trading your time, which is your life, for money, what do you have left? Not much, right? So for example, job shipping, literally you did everything you can to make like 20 bucks a sale. I'm like, how long does it take for me to make 10K a month? That's like 5,000. I have to sell like 500 product, 500 customers relationship every month to just make 10K. I mean, that's too much. That's a lot of work. That's an overtime job. You see what I'm saying? And then multi-level marketing, pretty much same thing. You need like 1,000 people to make any significant income. Okay. Have you ever managed people before? I don't want to even want to manage anybody, much less, 1,000 people under yourself, and you got to motivate a team, pumping them up and all the time. It's another overtime job, right? Or contacting friends and family until you don't have any more friends and family, right? Or stalking people at the mall, or stalking people at Barnes and Noble, and just what's the point? Like that. That is not a business, okay, guys? I don't know what it is, but definitely not, okay, a business that you can have freedom from. Day trading, I did that too. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars. I lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars. I thought I'm the king. I'm awesome. And then I lose everything over the next, one fateful day. Just lose everything, right? That's day trading in a nutshell for you. You are competing against hundreds of other professionals that their one job is to take money out of your pocket. Okay. So what's the point? Even if you do well, it's like a heart attack waiting to happen, because it's up and down the market is so emotional. It's like you're gonna get, some major health issue if people do it for a long time. So that's not the way either. You see, with franchise restaurant, I opened a restaurant. I put $400,000 in. I took 2 years to build it, and I found I had a job managing a bunch of teenagers. God bless teenager, but it's so tough to manage. You want to manage a bunch of teenagers. That's what you gotta do with traditional, businesses, because it's a lot of money to hire professionals, right? But anyway, I was making like 50K a year job for putting 400K in, and I was like, what's the point? And then of course COVID smashed all of that, right? Multifamily. Y'all want to do big deals? You heard about all these multifamily classes, senior seminars, storage units and all of that. All those are great. Okay, it's just really hard to get in. Even at my level, when even I was a doctor pharmacist, it was super hard. I couldn't, get it, because it take a lot of time and a lot of money I didn't have. You literally need at least 500K to do anything to replace, anything of your income. Okay, actually, you need like $2 million to invest into these type of businesses to make 4 or 5% dividends to make 10K a month, right? And at your current saving rate, how long does it take you to save $2 million? Okay, for me it was like never. Okay, traditional real estate, being a realtor, I did that too. I bought a house, right? I thought I'm gonna rent it out, and I thought I'm gonna, just do that and be good. Well, I didn't make any cash flow. I mean, I was maybe make 200-300 bucks a month, but then I would ask myself, hey, $200-300 a month, I need like 30 of these houses to make 10K a month. And if I need 30 of these houses, and it took me 3 to 5 years to save up the money to buy one, how long does it take for me to save up and buy 30 houses? 100 years. Okay. I don't want to wait 100 years. Do you? You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't work with traditional real estate either, right? Being a realtor, you know, is good. I respect realtor. I was a realtor too, you know. It's so much work, working nights and weekend all the time, never see your family, right? So literally I try everything. I have my MBA as well. I literally look at hundreds and hundreds of different models. I've been around the circles of billionaires, so I learn from the people in the room, all the biggest, you know, the most successful people out of all the room in the world. Okay. I haven't find any business that close to this. But anyway, I was frustrated. I was burned out. And I was trapped. Who in here ever feel one of these things? Ever feel frustrated? You're feeling ever feel burned out, right? Feel trapped? Yeah, Tracy, thank you for being honest, right? Exactly. That's how I feel, you know? Because I was working a full-time job and do like a side business for like another 20 hours, and I was lost, miserable, and I was rock bottom. But that is when I met somebody who gave me the epiphany that I thank that lady to this day. Okay. She gave me the epiphany is what if you don't have to own the houses to make money from it? What an amazing concept. I like, how come I never heard about this before? Okay. You don't have to own the house to make money from it. Okay. As a matter of fact, you don't want to own anything. You want to control everything. Okay. Write that down. Okay. What if? Here's the crazy thing. Does Airbnb even own any houses? No. Does Uber even own any cars? No. And yet they become the biggest company in their industry in the shortest amount of time. Hilton took 100 years to get to where they are at. Airbnb beat Hilton in 10 years. Okay. Now, this is not about Airbnb. It's about showing you the reason why Airbnb grows so fast is they understand how to leverage OPP. Write that down. Other people properties. Other people properties. Everybody talk about leveraging other people money, OPM, all the time. Well, what about leveraging other people property? Isn't that way more? You know, I mean, it probably could be hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars, right? And you don't have to save up, you don't have to rehab, you don't have to do all the crazy stuff that come with buying the property. You can literally partner up with all these landlords who already have the property. And if you know the skill set that we do, you can literally add value and make income right away, very fast, you see? So this epiphany really changed my life. You understand that? You can literally rent a vacant home, furnish it, and then re-rent out to companies, corporate housing for double the market rent. The other way is you can co-host, manage for somebody, or consult for somebody, or partner up with somebody that have the property already, and then you make money out of thin air. You literally make passive income out of thin air from somebody else's property. Y'all get it? That's the key. Anyway, oh yeah, put your credit card away. There's nothing to sell for you today. Okay, I want you to relax, have an open mind. All I ask you is for you to be coachable. Can y'all be coachable and have an open mind for this class? That's it, right? My job here to give you everything I can as a thank you for following me for all these years. I have hundreds of thousands of followers. I really appreciate you guys. And the only offer I'm going to give you is some more free stuff. How many want more free advice, right? That's the thing, okay? So I set aside 5 slots, 1 hour each. I literally charge $3,000 an hour with this consultation, private consultation. People pay many times, okay? So I set aside 5 of them for this class for you guys, okay? First come, first serve. The link is in the chat. You got to apply though. You got to make sure you're serious. Make sure you're right fit. But even if you don't get those 5 slots with me, if it's out, it's run now, it's run now. I still have a couple of advisors that under my wing that can give you about 30 minutes of their time. So free, absolutely free, no strings attached. And we're all here to help you. Okay. How many want an hour with me for free? Okay. I will go dive deeper into your business, your life, everything, and analyze any deal for you to make sure that we're giving you the best possible strategy so you can get financial freedom. Okay. The link is in the chat if you want that. That's the only That's the only offer that I asked you today. So you don't have to pay anything, literally for anything. Okay. So put your credit card away, relax and learn, share this, and just be serious, be coachable, be open-minded. That's all, right? All right, so the old model is you exchange your time for money directly. 1 hour of your life equals X amount of dollars, okay? Salary is even worse, you know? And then you're told to put money into a safe place, quote unquote, for 50 years. And, you know, hopefully you can still be alive and enjoy it and you still have a lot of money by then. I was like, anybody, you know, does that plan sound good for anybody? Does it even make any logical sense, you know? Have you ever wondered why? Do you even know anybody that this plan actually worked for? That they actually put money into that and they actually become a deca millionaire, which is what you really need these days, and actually travel around the world. Even if they make it, they couldn't even travel anymore because they're old now, like in their, you know, old and they have health issues. They can't even go and see the world anymore. I was like, what's the point? Have you ever wondered why all these bankers, hedge funds manager, they're the one who are driving Ferrari, helicopter, and all of that, and while people are slaving away? Because this plan is written for them, not you or I. Make sense? Okay. So did you know that this old model is broken, right? Yeah, how many here understand that? The model is broken. Okay. What's the new model? You gotta create an equitable, scalable business where you do not directly change your time for money. You want to earn money while you sleep. You get it? How many want to earn money while you sleep? That's true freedom. Okay. And then you want to reinvest into your business for years to come. And then you have the holy grail to financial freedom. What is the holy grail to financial freedom? Take a picture of this, share this. Want to know more people know about this. Is the holy grail to financial freedom your job? Is it a government job? Is it a military job? Not even those are safe anymore. Is it medical profession? Is it the doctor job? I was a doctor. It's definitely not safe. You can lose your license at any moment. Lawyer too. You can do one mistake and lose your license, and somebody can sue your butt, and you're done. You know. Is it your business? Is it your house? You know, no, it's multiple sources of income backed up by real estate. That's the holy grail to financial freedom. Write that down. Multiple sources of income, MSIs, backed up by real estate, though, not by any other business, because most other business are being hacked by AI. Any other business out there, you tell me, you're being hacked by AI. Okay. You can get on the AI trend, which is great, but most people are not tech savvy, right? But even you're tech savvy, you should be doing this. Everybody should be doing this on the side. The one business AI cannot hack is where you and I be sleeping tonight. You get it? It's real estate. Is people need a place to sleep. And AI just cannot hack that. Like everybody need a place to sleep. The more successful you are, the more space you want, the nicer places you want. That's it. You get it? And if you can leverage somebody else's nice property that you don't have to build, you don't have to qualify for the loan, you don't have to do the rehab, then why not? Right? So this is truly the formula right here. Okay. To get your absolute freedom. And oh, by the way, we chose real like this strategy because real estate the most passive way for you to get income. I don't care what other gurus said, any other business, look at all of them. They are not passive. Wake up, guys. They are not passive. Okay. You're talking about e-commerce. That's a freaking overtime job. You know, day trading, multi-level marketing. That's not passive. Like this freaking crazy. Like you gotta work 100 hours a week to make it anything. Okay. And then you gotta, after you make it, you still gotta work like 40, 50 hours a week to maintain it. I'm like, real estate, check this out. A corporate client's insurance client book a place with us for 3 months to 6 months. Okay, with 90% extension rate. Let me ask you this. Does the client need to go and do you need to go see the corporate clients that rent your place every single day? Bring them coffee, have lunch and dinner with them? No, they don't want to see you. Okay. That's the best part. They don't want to see you. Right? This is why your monthly income. That's the best type of client, you know. Even doctor and lawyer, the more they see the client, the patient or whatever, the more they make. This, the client don't even want to see us. They don't want to talk to us. They call us if something have major issue and we call somebody to fix it, and that's it. So that's where it's true freedom with real estate. You make sense? Is this this type of business? And the corporate the traditional real estate sucks because if you're a mom, you rent out to regular people, mom and pop, they cannot pay, right? Sometime and they go through eviction and all of that. Well, guess how many evictions we've been through with this business for the past 10 years? Not just me, but hundreds of my members. Any numbers, hundreds of members, hundreds of deals, 10 years now. Even if we just have one, each of my members have one eviction, that's 100 eviction. It's not even like 50 eviction. It's not even 10 eviction. Exactly. It's like zero eviction. Is that crazy? Zero. That's just nuts, right? Exactly. Right. So that's why I share this. That's why I have a moral responsibility to share this as many people as possible. So that way we can help you accomplish your dreams, your goal. Okay. Got it? Cool. All right. The hallways is definitely on your own. Like when I was started this 20 years ago in real estate, 15 years ago when Airbnb just got started. So I had to figure out everything on my own, the hallway. Okay. I was confused about the pricing strategy, the managing staff, hospitality experience, how to pick the right location, how to scale. I literally lost thousands of hours and hundreds of thousands of dollars. I had to close down more than 10 Airbnb myself. Okay. But I can save you from these nightmares. You don't have to go through what I go through. Got it? Because I had no mentor, I had no support group, I had no help with all the little stuff that come up with being a mega host as well, right? But the good news is you don't have to do that. Even with that, I scaled to 20 something Airbnb back then and rest in history. But this is different. This is not just Airbnb because the next step forward from that was I figured out I was tired of dealing with how many are tired of dealing with vacation rental who trash your place, use drugs, alcohol, throw events at your place, right? And and they call you all the time because they need like extra towels, all the time. Okay. The little stuff. Don't want to deal with that. Right. And then the expenses are out the roof with vacation, running a vacation rental business because all the supplies, all the cleaning and all of that. It's a mess, right? It's a mess. So I was like, who is my ideal client? The second epiphany I have is who is my ideal client? Okay. Is my ideal client the mom and pop, the vacationer, or the corporate clients, or the insurance clients? How many here would answer that? Can answer that? Which one do you want? Right? Of course, the corporate clients, right? Exactly, Diane, right? Exactly. Of course, the insurance clients, because they stay for months instead of days. Okay. And you charge them 2 times the market rent and they still pay. Sometimes even 3 times the market rent while minimize management. Okay. Why? Why do they pay that much? Because they have a lot of resources and it's still a lot cheaper than hotels. Hotels are double the rent on that. You know, like for example, you have 5 employees. Are you gonna rent 5 hotels or one house? Of course, one house, right? It saves you a ton of money. That's why there's a business for it. If you're in insurance families and you go through flood, fire, knock on wood, all that, right? Do you want to stay in a hotel with your little kids running around and your dogs, pooping everywhere? No, right? That's why there's a business for insurance. That's why you got to have a house. You see? So that's why we have this business. Makes sense? It's a hidden niche. Not many people know about it. I've been talking with people who been in real estate for over 30, 40 years, never heard about this, who became some of my students. Get it? So this is definitely blue ocean compared to the red ocean. Those who know marketing. Okay, you make 2 times the market rent while minimize management, and then you're gonna make 10 times less management, so 10 times more freedom, 10 times less risk and headaches versus the traditional rental or the vacation rental because this is a business to business versus business to consumer. You get it? Okay, because business have a lot more resources and they're not going to do anything stupid to ruin their reputation or jeopardize all that they have built for. These are like billion-dollar companies, right? Be a trillion-dollar company for insurance, right? So that's why. Okay, and then on top of that, you escape a lot of regulations and you have a lot of tax exempt as well. Okay. Now, disclaimer, this is not financial legal advice. Okay. So I'm not CPA, I'm not a lawyer or all of that. Okay. I'm here to just help you in my opinions from my personal experience and also my experience of helping hundreds of people just like you to get financial freedom. Okay. All right. Sounds good. That's why we have built this community for a reason. Okay. Because this is so good. I retired when I was 33, 7 years ago, right? And I was like, what's the purpose of my life? It's like unplugged from the Matrix. You watch the Matrix, one of my favorite movie. Literally, you wake up and you're like, I can do whatever I want to do, whenever I want to do it with whomever I want to do it with. You know, it's like unreal. It took me a whole year for me to pinch myself every day to make sure I'm actually living this lifestyle and actually work. Okay. And it worked. So after a year of traveling the world and find myself and all of that, retire my mom, my dad, I was like, what's my purpose in my life? So I literally remember like yesterday, I sat on the beach. It's like I'm on the beach right now. Literally, I show you in a little bit, beautiful beach right here, sunset. And I asked God, like, hey, what's my purpose in my life? And I believe he told me that, hey, it's not about you and your family anymore. It's about you have the responsibility to reach now and give somebody a hand up, right? Not a hand out, but a hand up. You only have one hand up, right? They have that responsibility to do that, okay? And to help 1 million families get financial freedom, break the generational curses and build generational wealth. Because as an immigrant with absolutely nothing, we have a lot of limiting belief. I call it generational curses. Okay. Over the years, over the generation, we have all these limiting scarcity belief, fear, doubt, and all of that, oppressing on us. And I was like, heck with that. Let's break through. I broke through. Why can't you? Right. And hundreds of my members have as well. Okay. So anyway, book a call with us if you haven't already. Okay. That's the biggest thing. The link is in the chat. Okay. And again, for those of you who are just joining us, the only offer I'm giving for you today is a free call with me. Literally an hour free, no strings attached, worth over $3,000 for me is priceless. Because if you ask me when I started and I have somebody that been there and done it and have a community of hundreds of people I can learn from, you gotta be kidding me. Sign me up right away. It's free? What? So as a give back to all my community that have been with me for a long time, there you go. All right. So there's only 5 spots available for that though, because my calendar literally slammed, right? And I want to have time to take care of my wife and my family as well. So I would love to talk to everybody, but I couldn't. So there's an application. You got to apply and make sure if it's a good fit for us, then you get a slot. Now when it's filled, it's filled. It's gone, it's gone. But I do have 2 of my advisor that can give you that 30 minutes of their time. So either way, you're gonna win. Okay. The only way you don't win is when you don't take any action. Okay. And that's the biggest thing. The biggest difference between people actually succeeding is people not, people actually take action or not. That's it. You know, take the next step or not. That's it. If you don't want to take the next step, honestly, go watch Netflix. It's a lot more entertaining than me. Okay. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to change your life. Okay. All right. So the difference is short term and midterm. Short term is anything less than 30 days. Midterm is anything longer than 30 days. Okay. Short term, you have a lot of vacationer who trash the place. Y'all ever had vacation rental that like trash the place, use drugs, alcohol, have like 100 people show up, and I just sign for like 2 people. Okay. So that's a lot of my, oh, it's my family, it's my cousins. Well, you got a lot of cousins right there. All right. So anyway, not multi-level marketing, just scratch that. Okay. Don't do that. Okay. That's a big pyramid scheme. Okay. But anyway, MTR. Okay. Midterm rental, stand for midterm rental. Literally, tenants are professional, 3 months to 6 months, corporate housing, insurance housing. And then the management is way less. We did the math. For short term, you got to pay, like, the expenses are through the roof. All the supplies, all the extra cleaning, everything. Literally $500, $700 a month extra on top. If you just switch over to midterm, they stay for months. You don't got to do replenish the supplies. There's only one cleaning when they're done, or maybe a couple if they stay for a long time. And that's it. You see what I'm saying? So you're saving a lot of money, a lot of headache, a lot of time. Now, if you are already doing the short term, and you've been stressed out and all of that. Hey, let me ask you this: how much longer you want to be stressed out about it? You know, if you rent out to a traditional renter that can lose their job and go through eviction, how long would that take? Months of misery. Okay, I've been through that. I don't want to do that. Okay, where you can't even kick them out and you got to pay for the mortgage and all of that. That sucks, right? How long you want to do that for? You see, the much better place, much better way, it lets somebody else do all the risks of buying the property, of rehabbing it, of having it on the credit file and all of that, you know, because you can rent the place or co-host the place, other people property. You don't even need to own the place to make money from it. The reason why is for one house that you buy, you can do 10 of these arbitrage. We call them arbitrage. Question, you want to make money from 10 houses or one house? 10 houses, right? Who here want to make money from 10 houses or one house? Not a trick question, guys. With the same amount of investment. 10, exactly what Lisa, right? Exactly. You see? And you want to make money from the 10 houses now, or you want to wait for you to save up the money and buy each one of them? That's going to take you about 30 years from now. Which one will you want to do? Now, of course, though, right? I mean, it's me and my wife, this thing's like, though, like no brainer, right? Makes sense? That's why we do this. People ask me why you want to do that, you know? That's why. And plus, who in here want to take 10 times less risk, diversify your risk 10 times, and have even 10 times better properties? Oh, that's the key. People don't want to understand. You see, the most people, when you buy a property, you buy in B or C neighborhood. Am I right? And B or C property. Am I right? Because for most people, they can, if you buy an A or A plus neighborhood, first, they can't qualify for it. You know, secondly, it doesn't cash flow well, so it doesn't make sense, you know, right? Now, when you rent, guess what? You're gonna rent an A plus property, an A plus neighborhood, 10 out of 10 properties. Why? Because the difference between renting A or B property is only a few $100, and you pass that cost on to who? The corporate clients, the insurance clients anyway. You see the difference? Huge. When you get this is not an epiphany. Boom. Changed my life, right? Makes sense? So that's why, you know, you have 10 times less risk when you do arbitrage. And then by the stage to the end, I'll show you how to do co-hosting or management other people or consult other people property. And that even 100 times less risk. You don't have to put any money down. Zero money down strategy. I'll show you. So this is the formula that exactly what I used to get financial freedom. Okay. Retire when I was 33, travel around the world. And this is exactly what I help hundreds of people without any experience in real estate, even to do this and get freedom. Okay. You can do this as well. Okay. Our fastest student did 5 of these deals arbitrage within the first month, make 15, 20K and retire within 1 month. So I don't want to limit you, but this is very doable. If you do one deal a month, how many here can confidently believe you can do one deal a month with all the stuff that we help you, all the people, the community and everything? Just one deal your first month. You make 2K a month passive, right? Month 2, if you can do one, you can do another one, right? So month 2, you do 2 more. Each of them you make 2K a month. So by month 2, you make 6K a month. Month 3, you do 2 more. Now you're at 10K a month. In 3 months, you're making 6-figure income. Hello. That's amazing. I have an easy button right here. Okay. Why does it have to be hard? Okay. Easy button, right? It's hard because you just don't know. Do you guys know how long it took me to become a doctor to actually make 10K a month? 8 years of school. 400K intuition, fly off, literally live in the freezing cold basement for freaking 8 years and eating off ramen noodles and dollar menu and pizza. Okay. I don't want to do that again. All right. I don't ever want anybody to experience that. To do what? To make 10K a month when I was starting out. Literally 10K, only 10K a month and working my butt off with no freedom. you make 10K a month here in 3 months, guess how much time you actually work a week? It's not 40 hours. It's not even 20 hours. It's not even 10 hours. As a matter of fact, if you do more than 5 hours a week, you're doing something wrong here. Okay. Maybe in the beginning, 10 hours. But after 3 months, you should be cruising at 5 hours a week. How many here working 4 or 5 hour work week? That's it. And make 6-figure income. How's that sound? Too good to be true? You're right. Whatever you think, you are right. If you think you can, you're right. If you think you can't, you're right. Henry Ford, right? That's very true. If you think it's easy, it's easy. If you think it's hard. Okay? If you think you can do it, you can do it. If you think it's too good to be true, then you probably couldn't do it. That's limiting belief. Makes sense? Let me ask you this. All these guys right here behind me, all of them are billionaires, and they all started with absolutely nothing. If they can be billionaires, why can't you and I make 20, 30,000 a month, travel around the world? Right? Of course you can. Why not? Why not you? Why not now? Right? By now you can see so many people have succeeding with us. Okay. Matter of fact, share with them my testimonial page. Okay, we have hundreds and hundreds of testimonials here. So why not you right now? I'm just gonna play a quick highlight for you here. And then I want to see, is Candy here? One of my students? Is she here yet? Whenever she's here, okay, I think she's here. Okay, after this video, Candy, get ready. After videos, I'm gonna bring you on and introduce you to our people here. Okay, so, but we have hundreds and hundreds of testimonial nationwide, all major state, any major state, any major city. Doesn't matter what color you are, what background you are. Literally no excuses. Okay, so check this out.
I'm officially leaving my pharmacist career, the job, next month. I'm gonna be drafting my resignation letter. Well, I have other business endeavor as well, so
How much are you making now?
about on average $20,000. Last month was my biggest month. Of course, I grossed $50,000.
Wow.
First time.
How long did it take you to get there?
9 months now.
How long did it take you to become a pharmacist?
Forever.
I actually got 2 appointments on Tuesday for 2 houses.
Nice.
And I made a personal goal to at least get 8 houses before the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do everything I can to beat that number.
That's 20K a month. Let's
Yeah.
go.
We started 5 months ago, and since then, an average of 1 every month. I'm at 6 right now. Just talked to another landlord last night. Looks like we'll probably sign number 7 here next week.
He's a truck driver. Truck driver, guys. No experience. Making with this.
About 12,000 a month.
1,000 a month. Yeah. So peaceful, man. Look at this guy. He's he's glowing. He got money on his face, man.
I've been doing about 1 a month, but I think in the next 12 months, I want to do 20 in the next 12 months. So
I'm a realtor in San Antonio. Life before was good, but life now is great. I started in mid-May or something like that. Got my property in June. Took about 2 weeks, furnished it, launched it. Less than 24 hours after that, I got a booking, and I've been 100% booked ever since.
Let's go. And how much profit are you making on that property per month?
I net about $3K a month from that property.
Yeah, you're not really doing much of anything, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing. The network you provide, man. The tools you provide, people we're around. You teach us so much knowledge, man.
I met Dr. Chau at one of the Tony Robbins events, and he told me about this business. So I decided to take action right away. My wife really loved this idea. It took me about a couple of weeks. I got the place fixed up. It looked good. The first house, I averaged about $7,000 profit.
A month, by the way.
I really like the program. Everything is good. I'm working on my second property. It's just that because I've been doing it for 3 months. So if I would have had 3 houses, I probably would have had another 50K or something in my pocket. This is it's good money, easy money. You'll be in some beach somewhere and just getting paid. So that's cool.
I am a student with Dr. Chau's mentorship. We finally got our rentals and our the lead. Honestly, with this, we got every fucking much
I like about Dr. Chau. He's a real guy. That's why I appreciate Dr. Chau and the program. So
it has been a learning experience for us because it's a whole new business. We also come from corporate America, college and real estate. All of that was completely new for us. I had a hard time with making the phone calls, but like you guys said, like it's just important to just go for it and make the calls. And we did. We jumped on it, started making phone calls. And after that, it really only took 2 or 3 phone calls. We got our first property in September. We went to go meet the property owner, and he's like an investor. And when he met us right away, we introduced ourselves, met him in person, shook his hand, felt like we were a family. He never did a background check on us, credit check, nothing. He signed the lease that night. Definitely a blessing. And then we had our house listed within 2 weeks after that. He actually referred us to an investor friend. So our second property that we got, they offered it to us. We listed it on a Wednesday, and by Friday we had 3 inquiries, and it's booked for 3 months now. This house that we got now, we rented for $1,895, I think. With the insurance, we're charging $4,200 per month.
We have faith in this program, and we're happy with the coaches. Been really great to us. We're excited to get our 3rd and 4th property by the end of the year, hopefully. Let's go.
Within the first month of joining the program, we had a baby. The next month, we onboarded 3 houses. What is your excuse? Let's get on board.
So last year, Kathy went to our event like this, just sitting in your seat. She had 1 property where she was struggling with short-term rental, blah, blah, blah. And now fast forward a year now, how many properties you have now? 6. On average, $2K a month for properties. You're making 6-figure income, man, in 1 year.
Right now, I have 3 properties.
Awesome. And how much you make average per property per month?
About 3 to 3.5 per property.
3,000 to 30.
Hey, team. So, yeah, that's awesome. Hey, sorry, my internet got cut off for some reason. I had to restart it. You're joining my phone here. So you do what you gotta do. But anyway, as you can see here, we have so many people who have success. So I'm gonna definitely help you guys everything I can here. Okay. So any questions so far with what we've covered so far? Okay. If not, we're gonna bring on Candy. Candy, can you come on to the call here? Everybody highlight Candy Win. Give her a hand.
Hi, hello, Dr. Chau. Hello, everyone.
Hi. Yes. Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome. Make sure she's
Thank you.
also on speaker as well. Yes.
Okay.
Is she
Did you
highlighted
hear
as a
clearly?
speaker, guys? Okay. Good. Awesome. Candy. Yes. Tell
Yes.
us where you calling from. Who are you? What do you do?
Yeah, so I came from Vietnam, but yes, so I just been in the program with Dr. Charles around like from September. So the September, yeah, around like September until now. And at the first I'm trying the program, I don't know that everything's about this area, but just in 2 months. So I kind of like a person is really like conservative. I'm do something little bit very like slow, but be like do correct every single things by the first until the end. So it's a take me almost 2 months to get the first property, but with my open LLC and understand all everything step by step to be so every day Tuesday and Thursday mostly like even I'm have a part-time job. I still get in maybe like like get in try to get into the meeting to see to hear a lot of knowledge just because that is bring me understand all the how to do it it with like everything is legally is a very everything is a do be like do right. And then it's just I'm so proud of I have like take care of my two kids and two part-time job. I still get into this point. And the 2 months I opened my LLC and starting the first unit. And then I starting November 1st, I have a first client staying 3 months in the first property. So I'm just so
Nice.
grateful and thankful. Yeah. So all the things from the Dr. Charles, I learned from all every things, every questions, everything I concerned about, anything I will come to the meeting, come to the meeting, and then he answer all my questions. But thank you so much. Yeah. So after I get into after this is client check in on November 1st, and then 3 months, and that's it. I just like can look into the second property.
Fantastic, fantastic. And
Yeah.
this
Well,
this
thank
three
you very
month
much.
booking is pretty much like about double the market rent, right? You would say?
Yeah, so the this one is like because I get into the discount for first unit, but after that I think the amount will be like almost double, not double. Yeah,
Nice, nice, almost
I
double.
think yeah.
Fantastic, double
So
the market rent. Yeah.
yeah,
So
almost.
you know, and before this you didn't have any experience. That's the key thing. You didn't have
Yeah,
experience in real estate at all, right? Um,
yeah.
so how has
So
our
I'm so
mentorship and our community has helped you to do this? You know, if it's wasn't like if it's not for us and all of that, do you think you could have done it on your own?
No, I couldn't. I couldn't done on my own, and then especially a lot of things in this area. When you inside this area, you should have a mentor to do to guide you to do everything step by step to do correctly. As I just 2 months opened my LLC, so it's just really yeah, so really need to be have a good mentor to guide and have experience in this area to telling you to do all the right step.
Awesome, awesome. So
Yeah, but thank you
what?
very much.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. Everybody give her a hand for sure. You're not done yet, okay? So I want to ask you because your story now can help a lot of people, right? So what would you tell people who are on the fence, who are looking at it, and I'm sure you were scared like them too, right? How do you overcome that? And what is it about us that really got you going and was it worth it for you?
Yeah, so it's for me. So at the first time,
Oh, sorry,
the
you want to move your camera out so you can see your full face.
full face because my eyes have a red eye
Oh,
today, so
I'm
that's why
sorry. Yeah, okay,
I
that's
don't want
okay.
to.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, that's
just have a like my
gotcha.
eye have a something, so
Okay, I see. That's
that's the
fine.
way.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, this is I just saw this area have like a lot of opportunity. As soon as like whole the 50 state is a lot of very different state, different location, different opportunities. So if come into this industries, I feel like have great potential, great opportunity. So because how can you like like many uh, 50 state and how many locations, how many different locations have different things as your coaching, so you understanding how to pick the right unit, how to pick, so all those things are from you. So I just like so that's why I really, even though sometimes in my breaking like I want to work like early and then get in finish my work early and get into the meeting, so that's I can learn a lot of things. And then every single day, so we'll have the community meeting, so we'll have a lot of questions and answers. So that's just that's just helpful, and I learn a lot.
That's
That's
awesome.
just good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, and without, and by the way, I'm promise you guys a beautiful, I don't know, you should promise you guys a beautiful sunset. So let me share this with you real quick here. Let me put this up. Hold on one second. Fantastic. Okay. So
Yeah, but and then you see my English is still not that good, and then as soon as I still can do it, I still starting with my LLC first property, and after I finish this one, I come to the second one, and then keep going. So if I think so, everyone can do a much better than as I'm first star for 2 months, one
nice,
property. Okay,
nice. Check out this beautiful sunset, guys.
beautiful.
Oh my,
Wow, beautiful.
the
Yeah.
best sunset in the world, the West Coast.
Mm.
Beautiful.
It is, where is it? Is it sim like
Um,
Santa Barbara?
yeah, yeah, I
Santa
can't
Barbara?
disclose where I'm at, but
Okay,
we're
I
on
know.
the West Coast.
Okay.
But
So like similar
it's the
like the
most
one.
beautiful sunsets on the West Coast.
Okay.
So yeah, if you live on the beach, man, that's the dream. This is my why right here. Okay.
Very
I want
nice.
to share that with you guys, okay? Me and my wife
Okay.
we walk down on there on the beach all the time,
Beautiful.
walk our dog or whatever, and yeah, and then life is good on the beach. Right?
Yeah.
So it took a
That's
long
just
time to
nice.
get here. It's just not like, you can just get here, right? So, but with this business, you can literally get here within 6 months. Like a lot of people, as long as you make 20,000 a month, you can travel around the world, live anywhere on the beach, right? And give back to the community. So why not you and why not now, right? So that's what I'm saying. Right? So I want to share that with you. And by the way, congratulations. Super proud of her. As you can see, I'm anybody can do this, right? And I know
Yeah.
that, your English is
Yeah.
like the best, but that just give people more belief into themselves. Don't be shy
Yes.
about that.
I
That
know
just show
my
that,
my English is
hey,
not
if you
so
can
good,
do it,
and
like come
even the
on, right?
writing and I
There's no
understand.
excuses. There's no
Yeah.
excuse, right? But that's awesome. I'm super proud of you. And by the way, she
Yeah, but
has two little kids running around,
yeah.
and doing this by herself too. It's not like she has a ton of help. She literally have to
Yeah.
manage a bunch of kids. So
Yeah,
my hats
I just
go off to you and all the moms, all the moms out there, especially you guys have way harder than us, guys. Sorry, I don't know how you guys do it, but you guys done it. So
yeah.
that's very, very, very grateful. You take away all the excuses. But anyway, the last question is, if people have any fear, doubt, and all of that, what would you say them? What would you tell them?
I just feel like anything's really to invest.
Mhm.
So invest the time, invest the effort. Like example, at the first unit, I'm do very like every single things I do a right things, and even those I furnish go to find the right things and everything, and set up the things, and even sometimes I don't know, so I invest to money to the people to helping me. So as soon as like I doing good at the first one, to be everything be correct at the first one, and second one is easy. So second one is the step, the processing is everything is the same. So I just want to, it's myself. Single moms. I need to be stay out of like I need to be stay like things about my kid future, and like when I get a little bit over at my job, like something, so I need to want to be something for my family, for myself. So that's as I make a decision quick. So if I want to do it, I need to do it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Life is not
So
gonna just wait for you, right?
yeah, so that's why like when I studying do a lot of research. I've been in this a few years. So when my have a like family issues, I've been do a lot of different research, do a lot of event, and get into a lot of different like different industry. But philos, I get into this park and open my LLC. So that's just, and then I know this is to have a great opportunity in the real estate and rental property management.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
fantastic. All right, give my hand, guys, everybody. Super proud of you. Yes, yes, yes. Make it happen, okay? All right.
Yes.
we're gonna
Thanks,
go
Jim.
deep into more the location now. It's our topic. So thank you, Candy, for coming. And I know your story is anybody inspired by now. Okay. All right. No more excuses. All right. Let's make it happen. Okay. So the link to book a call with us is in the chat. If you want my help, literally totally free. Okay. I will really truly do this to really help you. Whether we can, work together or not, it's all good. Just book that call and see if we're a good fit. Okay. The 3 things we look for in a new community member too. We don't just accept anybody as well. Number 1 is being coachable. On a scale 1 to 10, how coachable are you? If you're not coachable, I can't help you, right? Number 2, you gotta have a positive attitude. You see how positive Candy is, even though she had probably 10 more issues than most people out there, and she's so positive. I love that. Also, last thing is being a giver, right? Come on the call, giving, helping everybody. And that's why we have the best community to be a part of. It's not just no one person can be 100 people, right? I'm just one man. And I knew that a long time ago. So that's why I built a community to leverage everybody knowledge, understanding, best practices. So that's why we have the best community in this whole industry. That's the biggest thing. The reason why is we're so much stronger. So for example, you can partner up with multiple people from multiple states to do this business, right? You can partner up with people from all the way from the West Coast or the East Coast. Doesn't matter what state, what country you are from, it doesn't matter really, But the thing is, when you're part of the community, you're part of the family. So let's say Candy is in California, right? Or we have a partner in Florida, partner in the DMV, East Coast, DC area, Texas. So when you have a client, call them, do a deal together, and vice versa, right? And they have clients, they're gonna know where you are at, right? So you can do deals together and make things happen together. You see, that's the power of the community. All right. Yes, exactly. So, okay, I'm gonna go over winning with locations. The biggest each of these class that we do this pretty much, almost every week here. Each week is a different topic. Today's topic is location. So what does it take to have a winning location in this business, right? So let's do that. All right. So, let's pop this out. Location, location, location. How do you find the best location where you're at, right? That's the biggest thing in real estate is location, 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 okay? So let's make it happen. Go through that. We went through that, okay? What states are best for midterm rental or corporate housing? Listen, guys, the bigger the city, the better. The higher cost of living, actually, the better, okay? So, why? Because the higher the cost of living, the more you can rent out to companies, okay? The more you can rent out to companies, okay? So, remember that. Don't be afraid of competition. Competition that just means that it's actually a good business. It's actually a good deal, Up and coming city, populated cities as well. Very, very important as well, okay? So cities in transition as well, okay? That's very, very important, right? Okay. Why? Because you want people moving into the city, right? And the more people are there, the more action there's gonna be. There's the more all the people there will need company, will need, all the services, right? And people, the corporation will build to serve the people, you see? And then there's insurance housing as well. When they have a lot of houses, they always need renovation. They have flood, hurricane, or whatever. They always have something that you need to fix, right? So the insurance will pay, and they pay very, very well with that. Got it? What make a location great for midterm rental? Write this down. The 3 H's: highways, hospitals, and hotels. When 2 highway intersect, guys, when 2 highway intersect, where attention flow, money flow, okay? So when two highway intersect, a lot of attention are flowing over there. You get it? And then when two highway intersect, that's where you can see a lot of hospitals. You know, you can see a lot of hotels. Why? Because these are gigantic, big, you know, corporation. Don't you think they've done their research? Of course they've done their research. You see, so why do you and I need to do any more research if these companies already done their research? You get it? So that's why you want to stick with the company, follow the whales, and you're going to succeed. Write that down. Follow the whales, you're going to succeed. Okay. So, and then if a hotel, you know, if these big corporation put in 100 million to $1 billion into building a project, don't you think they've done their research? Of course, right? Of course they've done their research. You see? Of course they've done their research. So that's why you don't have to reinvent the wheels. You can just follow these wonderful company that be around forever, and you get paid. You know, you get the best location. You get it? So that's why we do what we do. Okay. Where to avoid? You want to avoid downtown? You want to avoid restricted area, HOA restricted area. Okay. What's good? You want to be in a nice suburban neighborhood with good school. Okay. Nice suburban neighborhood with good school. That's where you want to be. Okay. Why? Because downtown has a lot of restriction. You know, you got to deal with a lot of politics. You got to deal with parking, all that. You don't want that. Okay. And if an HOA restricted area is so, you know, some HOA is just so, you know, strict that you don't want to deal with that either. So you want to be in nice suburban single family home. Now it does work for apartment too. If you have apartment, you can still do this. We do a lot, helping a lot of people with apartment and condos. But I'm saying if you're going to expand your business, definitely expand into the single family, nice suburban neighborhood. And with this business, you can, because you don't have to own the property, right? And in some cases, you don't even have to rent the property. You can literally leverage somebody else's property by partnering up with them, right? So what are the risks associated with poor location choices? Of course, low demand or seasonality, right? Higher vacancy, difficulty attracting quality tenants, decrease in property value as well, you know? So book a free call with us if you haven't already, with the links in the chat. How does the location impact pricing? Seasonality, definitely a big impact on short-term rental, right? I talked with the gentleman earlier, I don't know if he's here, Gonzalo. He's been doing this for a long time. He sees like 30 years Airbnb. The vacation rental is super affected. You can make good money on a lot of the year, but you're gonna lose most of it the rest half of the year. You make money half of the year, you lose money half the year. So that's why most vacation rental, they break even. Okay. You don't want that. But with midterm, with corporate housing, it's a lot more stable, super stable, right? Yeah, the occupancy rate for a short-term like vacation rental is like 40-50%, whereas the occupancy rate for us is like 80-90%. See the difference? It's huge. Now, you know, the following has impact on midterm rental as well. It's closed down apartment, townhouses, HOA condos, oversaturated area as well. How do you deal with that? Is you're going to deal with the strategies. What are some strategies that are competing with the saturated markets? Number one thing, guys, is focus on corporate clients. Focus on midterm, not short term. Again, midterm is over 30 days, right? Corporate clients, they stay for a long time. They are repeat customers. And most of the time they will extend. That's the key that most people don't want to understand. Okay. I mean, if you rent out a vacation, how often do they actually extend their vacation? Very rare, you see. But if you rent out to companies, you rent out to insurance housing where families need a place to stay when their home go to renovations. I mean, let me ask you this. You ever done renovations? When was the last time your renovation actually finished on time? Like never, okay? So if it's a renovation, if it's an insurance, it's like 90-something% chance that they will extend, okay? And extension is like free money, pretty much. Free money, you get it, okay? So that's why we do midterm, corporate housing, insurance housing, okay? And the other thing you want to compete on is set up to stand out. How do you set up your properties to stand out? Now, this is a whole nother course on that, okay? We don't have time to do that, but you're part of our community. Like Candy, we went through every single picture, every single room, and to make sure that she has all that it takes for serving a corporate insurance, corporate company or insurance family, right? That's what you gotta do, okay? And then you do arbitrage. You don't buy because you want to de-risk it. You want to lower the risk possible, because if you buy and you got the wrong property, man, that's gonna be your life savings. That hurt. You know, going foreclosure, be on your credit for 7 years, that hurt. Okay. Even if you don't have to do that, it will take you many months to buy a property, many months to sell it and buy another one, right? But when you do arbitrage, you simply rent somebody else's property. If it doesn't work out, guess what? Keep my deposit, keep 1 month rent. They're not going to go after you in court, that's for sure, because they don't want to go through eviction for 6 months. You know, like, why? You know, you can test the market. Again, for one house that you buy, you can do 10 of these arbitrage to make 10 times more income, like 10 times faster. Make sense? You want to make money from 10 houses or 1 houses. Remember, you want to make money from now or wait 20, 30 years from now? Of course, now, right? That's why it's powerful, you see? And then, you know, you can test the market. Let's say you have 10, do 10 of these arbitrage in 5 different markets, right? Well, if one of them you're killing it, then focus the next deal on that market. Actually, you want to test 3 markets out in the beginning at the same time. You know, 1, 2, 3. And whatever the deal which worked really well in that market, double down on that. So by the time you get to 10, you're going to have like 80, 90% of them book. You see? So even if you have 1 or 2 of them is not booked, hey, you're not making 20,000 a month, but you're making 18,000 a month. Is that okay? Even 15,000 a month, is that okay? Of course. You see? So that's why they work, because it's a numbers game. Everything's a numbers game. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's always 100% book and it's all going to work out. No. Okay. Every once in a while, 1 of them don't work out. But hey, if you have 10 of them and 1 of them don't work out, is that okay? Of course. You see? Of course. It's all about asymmetrical risk to reward ratio. Write that down. Asymmetrical risk to reward. All these billionaires that I learned from, the reason why they become billionaires, because they understand asymmetrical risk to reward. For every dollar that you risk, you want to make, when you win, you want to win 5 times more than when you lose, basically. Okay. With this, you win, you're going to win 10 times more than when you lose. Because, for example, when you lose with arbitrage, all you do is first month rent, first month deposit, 10,000 max. But when you win like 50, 100K passively for the next 3 to 5 years, you see? So when you win, you're going to win 10 times more than when you lose. So you only need to be right 1 out of 10 times. You see? Boom. Right? 1 out of 10 times. That's it. You see? Can you be right 1 out of 10 times? Can you believe that? Of course, right? You can't be right 1 out of 10 times. Of course, anybody can be right 1 out of 10 times, right? And with us, we are right like 90% of the time with our help, with all the things that we help with people, you know? So, all right, what's the formula? Corporate housing arbitrage formula. First month rent, first month deposit is 5 to 7K. Buy the furniture is 7 to 9K, or you can even rent the furniture. How much do you charge the corporate clients? Rule of thumb is double the market rent. You want to charge them double the market rent, okay? If you want to make 10 to 15K a month, all you need is 5 properties. That's it. That's it. All you want to make 20 to 30K a month, you need 10 properties. If you do 2 deals a month, you get there in 5 months. And you'll be free the rest of your life. You see? That's easy as that, right? So take a screenshot of this. This is all you need to get your freedom, guys, okay? I wish I learned this in my MBA school. I didn't, okay? They never taught you how to be absolute freedom, okay? A lot of people making this their job is great, but it's still active income. It's still trading their life for money. How long can you do that for, okay? Not very long, right? You don't want to do that the rest of your life. You know, how many want to work another job for another 20, 30 years? No, this is not another job. This is your freedom, guys. The reason why is this is like the minimum amount of time you can put into any business to maximize your return, passive income. Because the client don't want to see you. You get it? The clients don't need to see you, and they wire you monthly income. That's the best type of clients, is the corporate insurance clients. All right, we're going to touch on co-hosting. Initial expenses are zero because you're not putting money down. You're not even paying rent. You get the landlord to do that. You simply be the connector. You simply be the partner in this, right? They can buy the furniture or they can rent the furniture. Okay, you charge still 2 times the rent, and then you make about 20 to 30% of the revenue, which is about 700, 1,600 a month. So about $1,000 a month, just to easy math, depending on where you're at, whether you're on the West Coast, more expensive, if you're on the East Coast, less expensive, that kind of thing. Okay. So 5 properties, you can make 5K a month. 10 properties make 10K a month, easy. Okay, you can do this very, very fast. The key about co-hosting is zero risk for you, zero money down. So if you have no money down, what kind of return do you get? Isn't that infinite return? Of course, right? Infinite return. How many want to get infinite return? Exactly. You see? So, and then you do 10 of these, you make 6-figure income and working a few hours a week. By the way, all of these at the same time, you're working about a few hours a week. That's it. That's the most beautiful thing. Okay. Anyway, I only see a couple of slots left for the free consultation call with me. So make it happen fast, guys. Okay. Once it's gone, it's gone. The link's in the chat. Okay. But even if you don't get with me, you can get with one of my advisors to help you. So I will make sure you get help. So the fast method, the 4-step proprietary system that I come up with to get you to make 6-figure within 6 months or less. F, finding the right location that we talk about. A, to ask to sublease. S is set up to stand out. And then T is to tap into the corporate clients. Okay. So we covered the location part. All right. And then next week, same time, same place, we're going to cover how to pitch to the landlord. Okay. How to leverage our corporate housing network, hundreds of my members. But I'm going to give you a little peek, a little teaser right now. Okay. The reason why it worked with us is because we have the track record. You see, the reason why it doesn't work for most people because they don't have the track record. So therefore, you know, if you're a landlord, who in here want to give their property to somebody who have no track record? What's your chance of succeeding? Like 0. You see, well, with us, you know, we get success all the time. Even you don't have you have broken English like Candy. You can still make it happen. You see, because she leveraged our track record. You understand? She literally leveraged our track record. She said, hey, my partner have done hundreds of these deals nationwide. My mentor have done hundreds of these deals nationwide, right? Here's our website. Here's our partner website, not just in California, but in Texas, in Florida, in New York, right? So over 20 years now, combined experience, hundreds of deals. You see the difference? So that's why she's confident. And then they asked her questions she don't know. She come to me every single week. Yeah, almost in the beginning, every single day, right? There you go. We got you, you see? And not just me, but hundreds of my members. So she have a question, we have a group chat, hundreds of my members in there, and she have a question, you get answer right away. She see what other people are doing, what other people are not doing, you see? And the reason why it worked for the landlord is we are delivering value. It's literally a no-brainer for the landlord. We're giving them, you know, 4 things. Write it down, you can. Number 1, we clean it every few months. We pay for it. Number 2, any repairs under $200, we're gonna cover it. We're not even gonna call you the middle of the night. We basically manage it for you for free. The third thing is that we get corporate clients, so they're not gonna trash the place. They're gonna keep the place tip-top shape, right? And then 4th thing, I can't tell you the 4th thing because I'm gonna save it for only my paying clients. Okay, I gotta be fair with them, right? I gotta keep something back here because this is a free class. So you want to learn that, book a call with us. And if you're part of our community, we share you all the script, the strategy, every single thing to get landlord begging you to sublease, literally begging you to sublease their property because it's a no-brainer for them. Make sense? Okay, so set up to stand out. How do you set up to stand out? That's not a class that we do. We have all the script, all the strategy. How do you, and then I analyze every single room, every single deal for my student. There's nothing I wouldn't do for my student. I truly care because I don't have to do this because I do this because I'm really passionate about helping you. This is my purpose in my life now, to help 1 million families get financial freedom, break the generational curse, and build generational wealth. How many here ready to be one of them? Okay. There you go. Okay. And then tap into corporate clients. We don't just list with Airbnb or VRBO, guys. Okay. We have tested hundreds, if not thousands, probably 1,000 different resources by now. Not just me, but my hundreds of my members community. And a lot of them are smarter than me. Okay. A lot of them have done a lot more deals than me. Okay. Like one of the gentlemen there owned 80 houses himself. Okay. So I learned from them. Right? So how do you tap into the corporate clients? Is because we have been at this for a long time. You can do this two-way. I tell you how. You can call the human resource department of each of these company, build your relationship that way, the long and hard way. You can do that. Or you can just literally leverage the list that we already built for the past 10 years. And these are the lists that work. These are the people that actually work. And we tested thousands of resources. So that's why we're able to help somebody like Candy without any experience, without any knowledge, with broken English, to literally land her deal within 1 month, and now have a 3-month corporate clients that book and pay double the market rent. And she's on her second deal now, that fast. And a couple of deals, and she's replacing income and be free. You see, you don't need that many. You see, that's what I love about this business, right? So you can do this two-way. The hard way or the easy way, or the slow way or the fastest way, right? This is gonna be the fastest way you can ever get to any financial freedom. Okay, so that's the fast method, guys. Book a free call with us if you haven't already. Okay, and now I can analyze some deals for you, analyze some markets for you. Okay, so put down the chat what market you want me to analyze. Okay, first come, first serve, right? So while you do that, I'm gonna play a quick testimonial for you while you put in the market here. And I need to turn on my lights, I know. So let me do that. All right, so yes. Okay, so we're gonna analyze Tampa, and we're gonna analyze Austin for people here. Jersey, okay, all right, good. Los Angeles. Wow, a lot of markets. Okay, I'm gonna jump straight in here. Okay, so let me go. So all you do is go to Google Maps. Okay, you put in the markets, and then you analyze it. All right. Yeah, I wanted to leave as much value as you can. So let's jump straight in here. Okay, so let's look at Tampa is a great market. Okay, so what you do, you go and you hit Tampa. Okay, Austin, all these market is great too. Jersey, all of them is great. Okay. Boom. Okay. So check this out. Highways. Where are the highways? Major highway. Highway 4, Highway 275. Where the two highway intersect. You better watch where they intersect. Okay. Then you put in hospital. Okay. You put in hospitals. And then you find where the hospitals are. Okay. Find where the hospitals are. It's close by the hospital, right? Makes sense? Okay. Close by the hospitals. That's important, right? So where the clusters of hospitals here? There's a hospital here, by the intersection. There's a hospital there by the intersection. It's always like by the intersection, by when two highway intersect. You see the difference? That's the key. You know, when two highway intersect, right? So keep that in mind. Okay. So when two highway intersect, that's where you want to be. Okay. So look, there's a household here, highway is 275 with 75, right? There you go. Okay. And then you put in hotels. And you want to look at where the clusters of hotels are. Okay. There's the clusters there, the cluster there. There's a bunch of them. Okay. So you wanna, there's a trick here. Do $150 or more. You wanna eliminate a lot of the motels, right? So there's simply three main cluster, one cluster here, one cluster here, and one cluster here. So those are the three markets you want to tap into. Right there. Easy as that. Okay. You got it? So I circle this one, I circle this one, I circle this one. Okay, then I go to Zillow, and then I put in 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single family home, entire place. These are the criteria. Okay, small pets allow small pets allowed. That's one way you want to compete against other companies, other hotels, apartments, sometime as well. Okay, because people love their pets, right? I wouldn't go anywhere without my pets. I love my dog, my little beautiful poodle, you know, toy poodle. And I'll probably show you a little bit here. But anyway, look at how many deals are out there. Click on remove boundaries. Sky's the limit. Look how many deals out there. And these people are dying for you to call them and talk to them. This is not a cold call. This is a warm call. And if you do anything with wholesaling regular real estate, it's 100 times easier. Okay, because these are people who already want to rent their properties, right? They want to rent their property. They want to talk to you. So I circle here. There's one market here. I circle here. There's another market here. There's a circle here. There's a market here. Okay. So that's just for example. Test it out. Okay. Boom. When you click on it, you don't want to click on the one with professional photos with watermark. Okay, professional photo could be okay, but with watermark, that means it's by a professional management company. Bad picture is good. You have good opportunities. Okay, so you want to click on find the one that by property owner. Let somebody else do all the hard work. Okay, like this one is not too bad. Single story is better. Property owner, boom! I just found a deal right there. How did I know? How did I know it's property owner? Okay, that's why experience. I didn't even. That's like 1,000 different one. I click on one, right? Because the photos, they don't have the watermark on the photo. Okay, and the photo is probably taken by the iPhone. Okay, that's why. You see, that's the key. And also, there's some other things. I'm gonna tell you all my secrets. But anyway, look, fully funded 4,000 a month. That's not bad for Tampa, Florida. Okay, so in this area, you can literally call this person. This is a good value one. Okay, now for this area, you want to look at the average prices for the rent. You don't want to overpay. Okay, so this one is like for this area about 3,000 to 4,000. This is on the right at 4,000. How much you rent out to corporate? They pay double that, so they pay 6,000 to 8,000. Easy. Okay, so this person, you can literally talk to them. And hey, how would like the corporate client? These are already furnished too. You don't have to worry about that. That's amazing, right? And you can rent this out to corporate client for 7,000 or 8,000, make 3,000 or 4,000 a month right away. Boom, easy as that. You see? Now some of them they don't have furniture. You got to furnish them and all of that, and that that's a cost for you, or an investment, as I would say. But the return is ridiculous. The return is you double your money within your first year. Or you can do co-hosting. You don't even have to pay for any of the rent. You say, hey, you want corporate clients? How about we partner up? You just pay me 20%. Okay. Just pay me 20%. I manage everything for you. You triple or quadruple your cash flow. Who doesn't want to quadruple the cash flow? Right? Of course they want that. You see? So boom, right? There you go. Okay. Easy as that. Easy as that. Okay. Now let's look at the next market. Where we at? So let's look at Austin. Right? Austin. It's a great market. It's a great market. Okay. Austin. Same thing. You know, you pop in here, go in Austin. Look where the highways are. Right? Los Angeles, of course, is a great market. Texas is a great market. I live in Dallas for 10 years, have multiple houses there. That I do this. Some houses there I've been making money off of for 10 years I don't even own. Okay, so yeah, definitely. So then you do hospitals, right? Okay, you do hospital, boom. You see where the hospitals are in the little section that they are, okay? And then you want to do hotels, right? Hold on, guys. Let me turn on the lights real quick. Okay. Then you do hotels. Okay. When let you guys see the beautiful view, right? Love it. Love the view. Okay. So when you see you do hotels here, look. Where the hotel congregate? Where are the clusters of hotel? Okay. And again, you want to do at least, I say at least for Texas, like $100 a night or more. For California, it's like 150, 200 a night. Kind of wee out all the motels, right? So you want to see the clusters here, clusters here, right? So that's where you want to be. Okay. You see this clusters here is where highway intersect. You see that? So north of Austin is where the energy flow, and then west of Austin right here too. See, there's two places, two market, and of course, like get as close to downtown as possible, but not in downtown. You get it? Not in downtown, but get to as close to downtown as possible. Okay. So that's what you're gonna do. All right. You got it? It's easy. So you go on Zillow, do the same thing. Put in Austin. Easy as that. You already got everything set up. Right? 3-bedroom, 2-bath. 4-bedroom will be better because you are in, Texas. So you get more space, right? I mean in other places too. If you get the more bedroom, the more money you're gonna make. Okay, guys, that's another hack. Okay. So you zoom in here in north of Austin, right? Where all the growth are happening. Okay, and the west of Austin too, a little west there. You see, there's houses, single family houses that for rent. There's so many of them. All you need is just a handful of these, and you make 6-figure income. All you need is a couple of good landlord, and that's it. And they give you their 5 houses, 10 houses, right? I had one of my students before us, took them a whole year. They couldn't find any deals. Without help, within 1 month, they found a huge client with over 100 units, and they will be making 200-300K a year on that one client. And that's all they need to get their freedom. You see, 1 month. That's the difference between having a mentor, having the right thing to do, the right mindset and the right skill set, right? So that's what I'm talking about. So you see, a lot of these, you can just talk to them. Who doesn't want to get corporate clients, right? It's easy, okay? It's about communication, and if you're a part of us, we can role play it as well every week. Who in here know that you are part of our community every week? Not just this call is a free call. In our coaching call, there's literally only a handful of people. We go over every single deal, we role play every single deal, and we do this all the time. Okay, how many here would know that you will get so much better and you know exactly what to do within just a month with us, right? Listing agent is okay too. Not property owner, don't have to be property owner. Listing agent is okay. Okay. This has been on the market for 63 days. Don't you think they want client? Look, they're fully like renovated. Somebody put in like 50K, put in their life saving to buy the property and like 50, 100K to renovate this place. Look gorgeous, right? You can rent it for 2,500, turn around, rent to a company for 5,000. So easy. Okay, make about 2,000 a month. You get it? You do that like 5 times, you make 10K a month. Easy as that. And the best part is you're only working a few hours a week to manage it. You don't have to work a bunch of time to manage it either. You know, that's the best part. Okay. Sounds good. Yep. All right. Questions? Right. Exactly. Right. So, all right. I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay. So I'm gonna play just a couple more testimonial, and I'm gonna lead you guys to an exercise that will change your life forever. So stay tuned here, okay? And I guarantee you that the next thing I'm about to do with you is gonna be the most important thing you ever do. Okay. So let's watch this, and then I'll guide you to the last leg of this.
Short-term rental, blah, blah, blah. And now fast forward a year now, how many properties you have now? On average, 2K a month for properties, you're making 6-figure income, man, in 1 year.
Right now I have 3 properties.
Awesome. And how much you make average per property per month?
We about 3 to 3.5 per property.
It's 3,000 to 3,500 per property. So man, you're killing it. And those 3 properties making almost 10K a month.
Last September, I started with nothing, had just enough money to get 1 house. Now I'm at 9 houses. I took 5 houses last October. My gross annual right now per month is about 65,000 a month.
This is one of the best masterminds I've been to. I've formed a lot of great relationships, partnerships, just from this one weekend. Better concepts of how to do this business, what to say, how to do it, who to do it with, who not to do it with.
Thank you, Dr. Chau. Thank you for this event. I felt truly at home. My heart is in peace. I trust. I felt understood. I felt cared for from really all of you. And just, I think this is my community from now on.
I also want to just express gratitude to Dr. Chau, the coaches, the team. Putting on this live event was just life-changing for me. On behalf of my family, I know it's going to do well for us. I'm just so excited for the future. Thank you.
There was a point in your life, I am sure, Dr. Chau, that I don't know if you envisioned or where this whole idea came from, but you were absolutely a trailblazer and a pioneer. And it must have taken a whole lot of chutzpah, a lot of courage, a lot of determination, stamina, energy, brilliance. Just deeply grateful that you shared it with a lot of us. I would be remiss if I didn't offer my gratitude to Dr. Chau and the entire team, actually. It's one thing to hear this through webcasts and through Zoom calls, but to see and be in person and feel the love, the gratitude, the passion is a totally different experience. And I really appreciate it and so happy that I've chosen to come and join at this level.
I've never been to a mastermind that's business oriented, included a spiritual component in it. So that was just a really refreshing. I go to 10X events all the time. I don't think I've skipped one yet in terms of the business summit, but I don't think I'm going to skip one event here.
Yeah, same. I just want to say thank you, Dr. Chau, for this opportunity to stay here at this lakefront property, for giving me a space to stay here. It might be outside my comfort zone, but I'm going to declare 10 properties in the next 12 months. So,
You help them got that too.
hold me accountable.
Make multiple 6-figure income. Fantastic. Awesome, guys. All right. Lastly, I'm going to guide you guys to a little bit of an exercise meditation. Okay. So everybody close their eyes, put your hand on your heart. Okay. And imagine it's a year now. And we have helped you to accomplish whatever your dream is, making fill in the blank, 200K a year passive income, 300K a year passive income. Okay. How do you feel? Okay. How do you feel? And imagine that. And imagine your loved one. If all this did is for your loved one, the people who you are doing this for. Is your mom? Is your dad? Is it your wife, your husband, your daughter, your son? Imagine them come to you now and say, thank you. Thank you for changing my life. Thank you for doing the sacrifice. Thank you for taking the leap of faith. And now we're able to live a life of your dreams. Imagine you guys on your dream vacation. Where is it? Is it Bora Bora? Is it Fiji? Is it the Caribbean? Is it Europe? Is it somewhere in Asia? Somewhere in Africa? Where is it for you? And imagine they're filled with their joy and peace, and you're making literally hundreds of thousands of dollars, $300,000-$400,000, whatever number for you a year, passive income, working a few hours a week. And you can manage everything from your phone, literally, as you travel or as you're at your home, right? And you're able to donate to your church. Who you donate to? Who will you help in your family, in your community? Okay. Imagine that for a moment, filled with overjoy. Okay. How do you feel? How good a feeling is that to help other people, lift them up, right? This can all come true for you when you just make the decision to move forward with us, okay? So with that, guys, come from this. If all this did to give you that freedom lifestyle, the skill set for you to do this and help your family, is it worth it? For me, absolutely. If all this did to help your loved one to live a life of passion and purpose, is it worth it? For me, absolutely. What about you? Okay. And then I want you to put your hand here on the chat and count down with me and celebrate your freedom as if the roof is off, as if nothing stopped you. You already accomplished it. Okay. So you ready? Count down with me, guys. Okay. Unmute yourself, you can, and do it. Do it. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Celebrate. Yes, 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 yes. Woo! Good job, guys. Good job. Yes, baby nugget, baby nugget. My beautiful baby girl, baby boy. I mean, I love you guys. Awesome. So how'd that feel? That feel good, right? Anything's possible. You guys can do it, guys. Book the call with us right now. Last call on this, okay? And then we can take it from there. Otherwise, save you the link. Take care, guys. Any questions, please DM us. Let us know on Instagram at Dr. Chau B&B, or just shoot us a message on here. One of my team will get back to you as well. And we love to help you every step of the way, okay? Never ever give up on your dream, okay? Anybody can do this. You can do it. I believe in you. God bless you guys. Much love. Anything I can do for you, let me know. For those you booked a call, I look forward to helping you one-on-one. If not, again, my team will help you as well, giving their time for you. So take care. God bless. Good night, guys. Good night. We'll see you soon. Okay. Bye-bye. Say bye. Bye. Woo. My beautiful boy.